Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's having a good one and staying cool. It's a little warm out here today. It's supposed to get up to like 37 or 38 degrees. Well, that's what it's supposed to feel like. We did these opening 2 rounds. They're still not quite ready for baling. Getting close, but not quite. So I said, screw it. The rest of this stuff has got to come down. It's getting too ripe on us. So what we're gonna cut, it has to come down. That's all that's to it. So CP's right on my arse, and we's the cutting. And hopefully we don't break nothing. I'm sure we'll break something. Break a friggin' sickle or break a friggin' guard or something like that. Bump a stone. We did land roll this, so it shouldn't be too bad, but holy jumping jiminies. Boy, can you see the Canada thistle in here now. Look at that. But you know what? We'll put it through in the bale, and we're going to tub grind it, and it'll still make good feed. How's that sound? We had a lot of Canada thistle last year in all of our feed, and this year we even got a little bit more. Well, in this field, there's a little more Canada thistle than there was last year. But we do have some fields that are relatively quite clean. Now, some of you might say, why the hell didn't you get it sprayed? Well, we did have it sprayed, but I can't do an in-crop spray on here because this is all underseeded to yellow blossom sweet clover for next year's feed supply. How's that sound? So yeah, we can't do, we couldn't spray this stuff out. Just the way she rolls, right? Because if I had sprayed it, I would have killed all the clover. So, it's going to be what it's going to be, and that's all that's to her. So we're going to pitter-patter, and let's get at her, and we'll try and get this field all taken down here today. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Well, here, still going here, guys. So normally we'll do 6 rounds for our headlands, and then we cut back and forth. But because this friggin' stuff is not wanting to dry, like we did the opening 2 rounds, I cut those the other day, like way last week. And that stuff doesn't want to dry worth a darn. It might actually bale tomorrow. If I get this done early enough, I'll rake those up, and we might be able to bale it tomorrow finally. But anyway, so when you're going back and forth, you end up trampling a lot of crop, like the swath. And when you drive on it, those areas that you drive on, it packs it, and then it takes even longer to dry. So CP and I discussed it, and she said, why don't we just cut it around and around and around? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut it around and around and around. But everything's working really good. There's no issues whatsoever on either machine at this point. And there's a deer running through the crop way back there. So that's what we're gonna do. And it doesn't really make no difference nohow if you're going around and around or back and forth. It seems like it takes forever to get the field done, that's for sure. But realistically, it shouldn't take any longer either way, right? So this is what it looks like. Let's keep on trucking. Talk to you later. Well, guys, we're almost done. A couple swipes here, and that'll be her. It's a little lighter here in the middle. I'm not sure why, but it's still making a pretty good swath. So, and overall, it's a heck of a lot better swath than it was a year ago with the oats. But then we did have a lot more rain. So that's going to make a big difference. I'll bring you all back when we get her wrapped up. Okay guys, how's it going now? It's still freaking warm out, let me tell you. And this fat bastard, he gets out in the sunshine and he just starts to sweat like a friggin', yeah, it's just nuts. But we out here, we're raking, and it's not looking too bad. If you can make the swath out back there. And believe it or not, this gamble crop, this cover crop stuff, it's wanting to grow. Like, you take a look at that from when I cut it, there's not all of it, but some of it is trying to freaking grow up through the stand, right? Like, if you look right there in front, alright, I'm gonna stop. See that? It's starting to grow up through the freaking swath, believe it or not. So, I don't know if that's, I don't know what kind of a sign that is, that it's healthy. One thing I'm noticing, you see at the very bottom of the plant right there, the bottom leaves aren't really browning off. Hell, the peas are just starting to kind of brown, which is, I find a little bit odd, but whatever. It's all good. It's all good, right? So yeah, like, here, I'm gonna stop here again. So, this over here is my gamble crop, and then this right here is our oats barley mix, and you can see the bottom leaves right there. See that? Right down there. It's all turning yellowy brown color. That's because it's telling us that it's wanting to be done. How's that sound? It's wanting to be done. But yeah, we got a lot of dust. I'm gonna have to readjust this rake so we're not digging so hard, but we got a lot bigger swath coming off of the oats barley mix than we do the gamble crop. That's for darn sure. But the gamble crop is actually it's surprising on how well it's staying green, for how long it's staying green, right? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by raking 2 into 1 here. This stuff is, I never checked it over here, but I think my barley would go. So let's just step out of the tractor and take a quick check on this. Yeah, I'm gonna say this will bale. Also, now there is a couple spots in this field that it's not gonna bale. I know that, but this stuff will bale. So we're gonna hammer down. We're gonna do the full round, and when we go to bale, we'll bring you all back for it, okay? Actually, I'm gonna be raking some heavy stuff, and I'm gonna bring you guys, I'll keep you with me until we get there, because there's a couple spots there where it's just friggin' rank. I'll bring you back for them rank spots. Alrighty, here we go. We're getting into the rank stuff here now. Like, this stuff is really friggin' growing well. And with the trees right here, it's not gonna dry worth a damn. But look at that. That's a swath. That's a fucking swath, alright. Yeah, I know I'm catching it, but I'm trying to miss the darn trees, guys. But that's a friggin', We're gonna get some bales along here, that's for sure. The problem is to get the stuff to dry. That's the problem. This stuff, I walked in it the other day. Actually, I walked in it yesterday, and it was up to my friggin', up to just below my chest, almost mid-chest actually, in a couple spots. It was almost mid-chest, so I was quite happy with that. Not overly tickled pink about all the thistle out here, but that's the way she goes. That's the way the wind blows. And that rake seems to be handling this stuff no problemo. No problemo at all. Okay, I'm gonna let you all go. We'll bring you back at baling time. Talk to you then. Well, here we are, guys. I got CP in the rake ahead of me. We've got two little pieces basically that they don't have to be raked, but it'll just speed up the baling process. They're dry, we can go. That'll put all of our grass and alfalfa grass mix that we cut. They're, oh my god, what the hell day was that? Tuesday of this past week. So almost, excuse me, if it was cut on Tuesday, if I remember correctly, it was Tuesday. So it's Sunday now, right? So like 5 days. But check that thing out, right? That would be the sun. He's kind of a big pink bull, and that's the color that he becomes whenever there's a fair amount of smoke in the air. That's what happens. So yeah, anyways, we're just gonna get this stuff over here kind of baled up, raked up, and we'll see what it's like. I'm gonna get all this grass and alfalfa mix stuff baled up, and then from there I'll hit the green feed stuff at home. We'll talk to you guys later. So here we are now in this pie piece, and the first few rounds are heavier by far. You can see that right there, like it's just as wide as the tractor tires. There's no weaving when you got a nice big wide swath. But then on the far side, back over that way, it does get quite a bit lighter. So this will just speed things up. Two swaths into one. She's got a super tight corner right there. She's not going to be able to get it all. I know that. It's really hard on the rake when you're trying to bale that kind of shit. There, and she's kind of dragging a bit, but whatever. She'll get 90% of it on the corners anyways. So, and I'll just monkey around in the corners, and I'll get the rest of it after we do the first or second rounds. How's that sound? So, but anyway, we'll get probably, I'm gonna guess 5 bales in this little piece right here. And these are 68 inches. So that's always nice, right? I'm gonna have to back up just a little bit. Hopefully this bale's not gonna be in her way. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna dump it over there. So it's well out of her way. And it's done. Something like that. There we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna continue on. I'll try picking some of that swath up, that she missed right now. And we'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, so we got that little triangle piece done, and you see that? That's how many inches are left of, so it's a 62-inch bale in the baler right now. There wasn't quite enough feed there to roll up 5 full bales at 68 inches. So we'll just carry this to the next spot, and we'll finish the bale off over there. Simple as that, right? So we ended up with 4 full bales, well, 4 3/4 bales out of that spot. I was hoping for 5, but not quite. Anyway, let's get over to the other spot, and I'll show you a little bit of baling when we get over there. Yep, this is some heavy swath here. That chamber is right fucking full. Like right full. We're not having to go very far to make a bale with this stuff, that's for sure. There it is. I don't know how far we went, but I don't think it's much more than 100, 150 yards at the most. So there's going to be a few bales in here. Anyways, I'll have to let you guys go, and we'll bring you all back when I get this piece done. We'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, what's wrong with that bale, right? Nice square corners, tight, hardcore. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a sweet bale. You gotta love them when they come out looking like that. And the nice thing about these New Hollands, I was thinking John Deere, because I was looking at a pretty sweet John Deere from Northern Farmer. He's got a couple of really nice looking John Deeres, but I have to admit, you gotta have S written on your forehead if you can't make a bale with a New Holland baler and have them every time come out like that. Or at least 97.89% of the time have them looking like that. So they're a pretty easy baler to run, these New Hollands. But we have approximately, whatever this is, 35, 40 yards right here in front of me. And then 1 row there and part of another one on the outside, and we'll be done this water run. And then we got a little bit more stuff, but there's a bunch of foxtail mixed in it. And the farmer that I get this stuff from, he said, don't worry about the foxtail stuff, just bale it up and do what you want with it. And I said, that's good, because I don't plan on doing nothing with it except more or less burning it. Unless we do what some guys have said and blow it out and try using it as a bedding. Put it through the bale processor. I know there's a couple of guys that they'll process the hay mixed with foxtail, put it through their bale processors, and let the cows do whatever they want with it and basically use it for bedding. So we may do that. Then again, I may just burn it, because that friggin' foxtail, it's horrendous shit. I don't need it everywhere, right? Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, we got this shit done here. This foxtail stuff. So we got 1, 2, and that bale way over there. That's number 3 for the foxtail. Yeah, phone ain't. He's all fuzzy. He's not wanting to zoom in properly. But anyway, So since there's so much foxtail, and I don't want all that crap at my place, I'm just gonna check things over here. Everything seems to be looking alrighty. But we're gonna get in here and we're gonna brush a bunch of that foxtail out so I'm not transporting it back into my property. How's that sound? So I gotta get up on top and get on there and brush all that out. Lift the doors, check in there. So I'll get that done and I'll bring you guys back when we get to our green feed field for that those couple rounds that we raked. Talk to you later. Well, how about that? Look at that, guys. It never rained. I just thought I'd show you this is what we kind of deal with in the mornings around here. That's why it takes so long for stuff to dry down so I could get stuff baled. But with this fog, it's gonna be a while before we get things baled off. This is nuts. Yeah, she's gonna rain. It's gonna rain today. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done.